Oh yeah. Oh. I think we got the.
See, there were donuts.
Yeah, these ones are up at 6:30.
I can't open them.
Oh, Amy's over there. She's doing the right thing.
Hey y'all, we're gonna get started in just a sec.
Yeah, she.
You could mill in the general direction of your seats.
Yeah, he made that joke. Oh, you want it?
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
So, it's been a week, huh? So we're gonna, hey guys, we're gonna kick it off with a couple of songs. So if y'all wanna stand up and join in. Oh, and if I didn't mention it, there are kazoos in the back. They'll become important for the last song, but if the mood strikes you, grab one at any time. What have I done? Okay, here we go. I had a drink so big and loud, I jumped so high I touched the clouds. I stretched my hands out to the sky, we danced with monsters through the night. I'm never gonna look back, whoa, never gonna give it up, no, please don't wake me now. 2, 3, 4. This is gonna be the best day of my life, my life. This is gonna be the best day of my life, my life. I howled at the moon with friends, and then the sun came crashing in. But all the possibilities, no limits, just epiphanies. I'm never gonna look back, whoa, never gonna give it up, no, just don't wake me now. This is gonna be the best day of my
one more. I swear I usually don't start all the songs, but sorry guys.
If you love somebody, better tell them why they're here, 'cause they just may run away from you. You'll never know what went well, and again it just depends on how long the time is left for you. I've had the highest mountains, I've had the deepest rivers. You can have it all, but life is moving. Now take it in, but don't look down, 'cause I'm on top of the world, eh? I'm on top of the world, eh? Waiting on this for a while now, paying my dues to the dirt. I've been waiting to smile, eh? And holding it in for a while, eh? Take it with me if I can, dreaming of this since a child. I'm on top of the world. I tried to cut these corners, tried to take the easy way out. I kept on falling short of something. I could have gave up then, but then again I couldn't have, 'cause I traveled all this way for something. Now take it in, but don't look down, 'cause I'm on top of the world, eh? I'm on top of the world, eh? Waiting on this for a while now, paying my dues to the dirt. I've been waiting to smile, eh? Been holding it in for a while, eh? Take it with me if I can, dreaming of this since a child. I'm on top of the world. Oh, 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 I'm on top of the world, eh? I'm on top of the world, eh? Waiting on this for a while now, paying my dues to the dirt. I've been waiting to smile, eh? Been holding it in for a while, eh? Take it with me if I can, dreaming of this since a child. And I know it's hard when you're falling down, and it's a long way up when you hit the ground. Get up now, get up. Get up now. And I know it's hard when you're falling down, and it's a long way up when you hit the ground. Get up now, get up now. 'Cause I'm on top of the world, it's hard when you're falling down, and it's a long way up when you hit the ground. Get up now, ain't my dues to get up now. I've been waiting, and I know it's hard when you're falling down, but a long way up when you hit the ground. Get up now. Get up into this and get up now. I'm on top of the world.
Thanks, y'all. You may be seated. And unfortunately, I'm hosting today, so you have to listen to me some more. So, welcome to Sunday Assembly. Sunday Assembly is a secular congregation that celebrates life. We're born from nothing and we go to nothing. Let's enjoy the time between together. Sunday Assembly has no doctrine. We have no set texts, so we can make use of wisdom from all sources. We have no deity. We don't do supernatural, but we won't tell you you're wrong if you do. Sunday Assembly is radically inclusive. Everyone is welcome, regardless of your beliefs. This is a place of love that is open and accepting. We won't tell you how to live, but we will try to help you live as well as you can. Our motto is very simple: live better, help often, and wonder more. Our vision is to help everyone live life as fully as possible. We are a community of people in the Triangle who are interested in celebrating the wonder of life and in making the most of the one life we know we have. We have a big assembly like this one on the second Sunday of every month. We also have smaller events so we can continue building community in between assemblies. Sunday Assembly Chapel Hill is part of a global movement encompassing over 70 assemblies around the world. So, we're going to kick it off with an icebreaker today so we can get to know each other a little better. So, if you can, find someone you don't know or find someone you don't know very well and share something that you are going to do to help someone this month. It's important to remember that there's always something good that we can create in the world. And the things that we do to help, no matter how small, really add up to a better world. You might also share something you're going to do for yourself this month because we can't help others if we don't take care of ourselves. So this is also a good time to write up a Life Happens event. If you don't know, Life Happens is the part of every assembly where we share what's happening in our lives. We share both the good things that we can celebrate together and the difficult or challenging things we can support each other through. The sharing can be anonymous or not. There are note cards on the welcome table over there, so anything you have to share. So now, icebreaker, go!
Hi, I'm Joe. Any kind things on your agenda first? I can start. I'm a retired person, so I used to be a teacher. So, something that Triple Hill Public Schools called Movement and Mentor, where you volunteer to help kids. It's teachers volunteer to benefit from this, and then find other people or young people, I guess, that are just help out on everything, you know, so I just help out. But it's good. I think at the same time, the others could also be kind of neat because being around people who are young.
Thank you.
Go to the very end of Henry Street, meet from the Pacific House. On the right. Going out, you'll be in front from Wilson Park. Left and although I'm from North Carolina, met her, it was a story, and then my booking got over the lake, and China said, the journey's fine, but we can your task is a little more boring to be here. And as it turned out, a place where, you know, your boat actually you balance it. You feel so in New Jersey, it's like it's another. It's automatically
Thanks, everybody. We're going to do something real quick. It's totally optional, so please don't feel any pressure. But so Sunday Assembly Los Angeles. Oh, is this mic on?
It's on.
Okay. Sunday Assembly Los Angeles, which is one of the largest assemblies in North America, is turning 3 later on this afternoon. They're televising their assembly locally now. And they want to get some birthday messages from other assemblies around the country and the world. So they asked us for a short hello video. So if you don't mind, we're going to do that.
So are we saying hello from Chapel Hill?
Or you can just say hello. We'll put Chapel Hill in post.
Okay.
Happy birthday works too. Yeah.
just go Barbara.
We can do both. We're going to edit this in post.
All right, so happy birthday.
All right, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to Sparkle.
1,
Never mind.
2, 3. Awesome. Thanks, everybody.
It's been a week, y'all. So, we at Sunday Assembly Chapel Hill want to take a moment to address the events of the past week and look to the future as the country transitions to a new president. We would like to affirm that we are a safe space. We are a community that is built on radical inclusivity, and that includes everyone, regardless of political affiliation. We are a diverse congregation that affirms and embraces our varied beliefs with acceptance and inclusion. We gather to celebrate our shared human existence and to cultivate a sense of wonder and discovery. We seek to exalt learning, propose joy, and promote fun. We want to inspire, share with, and support our members, visitors, and community. I work at NC State University, and this week the Chancellor released a statement that I believe personifies our community at Sunday Assembly, and I wanted to read it to you. Our country is divided, and understandably has resulted in a wide range of feelings throughout our nation, our state, and our community. Now that the election is behind us and the United States has a new president-elect, regardless of political affiliation, I think we all hope our elected leaders can unify the country and that Americans will come together for the good of our nation, its people, and its future. As a community, I hope we can continue to be an example of how people from different backgrounds with different perspectives come together to respectfully discuss, debate, and learn from one another. I believe we can be an exemplary model of a community that embraces diversity, inclusion, and freedom of speech, where we can disagree with and still respect one another. I am confident we can be a community that demonstrates the unity and support for one another we'd like to see across our nation. And Sanderson Jones, the founder of Sunday Assembly, has given us some tangible ways to continue to move forward. He says that now is the time for radical inclusivity. My dear friends, particularly across the USA, it seems that things might not turn out how you thought. For many, this is a nightmare. For lots of people, this result is scary. The world has become more threatening, life has an edge, those that are full of hate will feel encouraged, difference will be attacked, the world will be darker. However, and this is a big however, individual people and communities can still change the world. That is the truth. And across history, some of the biggest changes have happened by people organizing themselves in novel ways. Whole cities and regions lack purpose and agency, and new ways of providing belonging, love, and care are needed, I think, across the world. We believe that this is possible through community. Sunday Assembly is here to build inclusive spaces for everyone. We challenge you with a few things today as you wake up. Act with love. Smile at someone in the street. They probably want to know they're in a world of love and kindness. Make the world a less scary place for your neighbors and friends. Choose your way. What you choose to focus on affects how you feel. Choose the right things for you and take time before you react to others. Listen. Hearing people that agree with you is great, but it's more important to listen to those that don't. Find spaces where you can be with difference, live with difference, and listen to difference without judging. Contribute. In every street in the country, there are people who disagreed with you. Make their world better however you can. Work out your way to be a part of a positive future and take action. Build a better future. Support Sunday Assembly by joining in, taking part, and donating. There is a new world that is possible, a new world that is within our grasp if we come together to see we're all humans doing our best. At times like this, we are delighted to work for an organization dedicated to bringing people together. We need more of it, so let's take small steps together. One small, tangible way that we can show our support of anyone who is fearful of what is to come is wearing a small yet powerful symbol, the safety pin. Without a word, we can wear the symbol to show our solidarity with women, refugees, immigrants, minorities, those who identify as LGBTQ, or anyone else who fears what may come in the future weeks, months, and years. We'd like to offer each of you a safety pin of your own if you'd like to declare yourself an ally and let those who may be marginalized and targeted know that they are not alone. So please take one from the bowl that Heather is going to pass. Oh, it's being passed around, and then continue to pass it along.
There's
Thank
some
you.
small Ziplocs on the table too, if you want to take some to put in your purse and pass out.
If you didn't hear that, Sylvia left some small Ziploc bags on the back table if you want to take some extras with you to pass out. So, thank you.
Sorry, it's me again. Can you guys hear me okay? Okay. So, all right, so I have a short moment of science today. It's about a bit of wonder that you don't want to let pass you by. You may have heard that we have a supermoon this week. I wanted to know what the definition of supermoon was so I could share it with you, and I found this quote. The supermoon is a made-up term, said James Lattice, an astronomer at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. It's not an astronomical term, so there's no technical definition of it. So, while it might not be an astronomical term, what is often called a supermoon occurs when the moon is at its closest point to Earth during its lunar orbit. So tomorrow's full moon will be the closest in orbit and the brightest moon of 2016, and it will also appear to be the largest since 1948. The full moon won't come as close to Earth again until November 25th, 2034. However, while this moon will be the biggest and brightest full moon in about 68 years, if you're looking at it from here on Earth without a telescope, it won't look much different from any other full moon. Compared to an average full moon, it's only approximately 7% larger and 15% brighter. It's not bright enough to see unless you're able to compare moons side by side, but I suggest you take the supermoon as an excuse to look up and wonder at the moon and see how it looks to you. So, and now, it's my great honor to introduce our speaker, our own Rebecca Atkins. Rebecca's been a part of Sunday Assembly Chapel Hill since the very beginning. She's an experienced school counselor and is the president of the Zoe Fan Club. Today she's here to talk about the impact gratitude can have on our lives. So please welcome Rebecca Atkins.
Can you hear me? All right. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Trying to take my staple out. I didn't want to lose a page, but I printed front and back so that I wouldn't waste paper. So I'm here today to talk about the art of living gratefully. This is a new experience for me because I'm used to speaking about things that I'm an expert in, and I don't think I'm an expert in living gratefully, but I think I was interested in learning more about it, and so I thought, well, if I speak about it, then I'll learn more about it, right? So as I was looking for resources to kind of get my brain thinking about the idea, I found a blog post. This looks like a book title, but it's actually a blog post by Dr. Christina Hibbert, and I made a bit.ly, which is down in the bottom right, and I also have it's going to share, either it already shared or is going to share on our Facebook page if you want the full blog post. But I'm pretty much am going to talk about this concept through her main ideas, and wanted to give her credit where credit was due. So she has a series of steps that she includes in her idea of living gratefully, and I love that because it's all action oriented, so this is not a passive activity. This is something that you actually have to choose to do. So the first tip is to seek to serve. So living gratefully means actively keeping focus on the goodness of life. Even when things get tough, when we feel like there's no light or no hope, we can still see how everything is right and will somehow work out for the good. And it also means that we cultivate gratitude continually in our heart and express gratitude continually in the world. So living gratefully is active. Living is active, and the act of being grateful is active. It's not just I'm going to sit here and be grateful and think about it. It's how do you actually change your actions because of that concept. So seeking to serve basically is how can I help others? And that might look different for everyone, but in every moment, what can I do to be helpful and kind to other people and help them in their path? We have something kind of related to that in Sunday Assembly with our idea of helping often. So if we have a love of service, then we teach our children, our family, our community to do the same. Then it starts to exponentially grow, right? So it's kind of like a lesson we do with kids about rumors and how you tell one person and that person tells one person, and all of a sudden everyone knows. Serving is kind of the same way. So if we keep the act of serving always forefront, and then by serving others, and they serve others, and they serve others, it just grows. So part of that is learning to love giving more than getting, and then just give and give and give. And in order to do that, we have to take care of ourselves. We have a little saying about that too. And we have to be grateful for what we have in ourselves. So we have physical and mental well-being. Maybe not all the time, right? But we are going to be appreciative and grateful for the physical and mental well-being that we do have. We have to take care of our bodies, we have to take care of our mind, and take care of our spirit so that we can have enough to be able to give to someone else. And then the next is to focus on relationships and to cultivate healthy relationships. So that means appreciating your relationships. It means building memories with the people that you love, but it also means doing the work. So we have to tell the people that we love that we appreciate them. The blog post actually mentions the 5 love languages, which is what I spoke about last time that I spoke. So I was like, oh, yay, it kind of all fits in together. So that, just as a quick summary, that idea is basically that everyone has different ways of receiving love, and so that we want to think about what is going to be the most meaningful to the other person, not just what's most meaningful to us. So you can say you're grateful for your friends and your family and the people that you love, but do they feel like you are grateful for them? That's the most important part, is not that you are, but that they can see it in your actions and hear it in your words. I gotta go back. Where's Zoe? Zoe, she has a part. I can't forget. So, going back to the focusing on relationships, we have something that we say in our house. I say, how did I get to be such a lucky mama?
Because you have a lucky Zoe.
We say that all the time. And when she was littler, she used to say, why do you keep asking me that question? I already told you. But I think she gets it now. All right. So the next part is carrying grateful thoughts and prayers of gratitude in your heart at all times. So when she talks about prayers in this blog post, she's meaning it in a very general way of sending up your appreciation to whatever you believe in. And that takes practice. So we're not always good at being grateful innately, and there are especially times in our lives when we're not as good at being grateful. But we can practice that expression of gratitude in order to help us to get better at it. So just like anything, the more we practice the act of living gratefully, the easier it becomes. So ask the question, am I actively planting grateful thoughts and feelings in my mind and heart? So planting, that means looking for moments to be grateful. It's like what you water is what grows. So we want to water our grateful thoughts instead of our less grateful thoughts. And I love this picture. I still have a long way to go, but I'm already so far from where I used to be, and I'm proud of that. So those moments when you feel like, I am grateful, but then this is a good kind of thought to think about the journey that you're taking, whatever that may be. So then the other idea is expressing gratitude often. So that's saying it out loud, because again, that cultivates that climate of gratitude in those around you. And in the blog post, she talks about complimenting others, and I am a continuous complimenter. I always give compliments, and but another thing about me that you may not know is that I almost never say something that's not truthful, and that is something that I really believe strongly in. I have a hard time telling when other people are lying. I just gave you another hint about myself, so you could sell me a bridge over whatever you say. I can't think of it. But I also always get sayings wrong. I'm just telling you so much about myself. But I think those two things together are really powerful, right? So if I give you a compliment, it's because I really mean it. So, it's like that awkward moment when you see somebody who got like this very drastic haircut, or I don't know, is wearing this new dress, and it maybe is not the most flattering look for them. If I compliment, I mean it. And I think that is so powerful, because we love to hear positive things about ourselves, and sometimes you don't know how much that other person needed to hear that day. So complimenting others, I think, is just a really powerful way to make a connection and to show gratitude for them. And it doesn't have to be only about their looks. It can also be about, the way they handled a tough situation, or the kind words that they shared with someone else. Just always kind of commenting on the good things that you see. One of my love languages is words. So that's pretty easy to tell. The next idea is to ponder the gifts, blessings, and small miracles all around us to cultivate intense feelings of gratitude. So again, this comes back to an active practice. So choosing a moment in your day, so for me, I drive a lot for work. So I'm in the car a lot, and it's easiest for me to remember to do things like this when I'm driving because I can't do anything else. Your mind can freely wander without you getting in an accident or something. So asking myself, what good in my life am I missing? Especially on days when we're feeling down or we feel like, nothing is going well. What am I missing that I can be grateful for? What small miracles in the world around me did I not notice yet? And what would my life be like without those? So sometimes I think about, there was an article that went around social media for a while about my amazing kitchen renovation. And when you click on the article and read it, what she says in her amazing kitchen renovation is, look, I have this handle, and when I move it, water comes out. Look, I have a place that keeps my food cold and keeps it healthy for weeks at a time. Look, I open a cabinet, and it's full of so much food we probably can't even eat it all. And when you look at the world, that is an amazing kitchen that many, many people don't have. So sometimes it comes back to really thinking about that. I just finished the book, The Nightingale. I don't know if anyone's read it. But it's set in World War II France. And I hadn't read much about France in World War II. And just hearing all about how scarce everything was and how the winter came and they had no heat because there was no wood, there was no gas, there was nothing. And thinking about, wow, I've never had to experience that. I am very grateful for the little things. So even when things are hard, I try to come back to the idea of, okay, we're gonna get really basic here. I ran out of water on the way here in my cup, and I went in the kitchen and I filled it out of the sink, and I can drink it. And the sink in there is a little sketchy looking because this is an art place, and so it's like full of paint. But you know what? I was like, I'll be fine. So not everywhere that you go. If I'm sick later, we'll know why. If I get lead poisoning from the paint. So I think that's really powerful, though. We're very lucky to have the basic things that we need. All right, and part of that is don't take the good stuff for granted. Some things in your life are actually amazing compared to our own lives, right? So having water in your kitchen isn't usually actually amazing when we are used to it, but there are some things that are completely amazing. So I love this quote, be thankful for what you have, you'll end up having more. If you concentrate on what you don't have, you will never ever have enough. And that was a quote from Queen Oprah. And she's a billionaire, so she probably knows, right? So, and the way that I feel about Oprah is that she always seems like she's never ever has enough. Like she's seeking for something that she hasn't found, and it makes me feel a lot of sympathy for her, empathy. But so you can see here where she has everything that she needs, but she still has that, I don't know if anyone else feels that way, but just like that sense of she's seeking something and she hasn't found it. So it's easier said than done. Right, so the next thing is to use our strengths for good. And the quote is, not what we say about our blessings, but how we use them in the true measure is the true measure of our thanksgiving. So when we say we have so much, what can we share? And how can we use our strengths to help others? Every single person in this room has this strength, has things that they are grateful for that they can use to share with others. And I think, as we were speaking earlier, that this time in our country and in our communities is a time that we need to do that even more, to share our strengths with others. The next one is to pay attention. And that's a lot about being present, which is really hard for me, as just personally. I'm sure it's hard for lots of people in the room, but where am I right now? How do I feel? What is around me? What am I missing? What is good? So even though I might drive many, many, many hours in a week, what is good? I listen to a lot of audiobooks. So I get to explore the world while I drive around Wake County. Cleaning the house, what is good? The family that creates this mess. We say it a lot, but sometimes it's harder to practice it in reality. So then when ungrateful times hit, as they definitely will. Acknowledge the feelings of ingratitude and move on. So, and you'll notice this quote is from Anne Frank. And it's kind of hard to read up there. I'll read it for you. Think of all the beauty still left around you and be happy, and be happy. So, you know, if Anne Frank can say that, then what excuse do we have? But the other part of this is that it's also not berating yourself for being ungrateful, right? So sometimes you read those stories about, oh, you know, you should be so grateful for every moment with your child because they're so amazing and you'll never get these moments back. And then reality is also sometimes it's not fun. Sometimes when your kid has the stomach flu, you are not having fun. And not beating yourself up about being ungrateful, but just acknowledging that you're feeling ungrateful and that this too shall pass and your grateful feelings will come back. And the more we practice being grateful when it's easy, the better and easier it is to be grateful when it's not. So plan for what is difficult while it is easy. Do what is great while it is small. Thank you.
Is it kazoo time?
This would be an inappropriate moment for kazoos. I'm not saying you shouldn't, I'm just saying.
You're just saying it'd be inappropriate?
Yes. Follow your heart. Proper singing posture.
I like the dark and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbows, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry and I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than we'll know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Someday I'll wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble melts like lemon drops. High above the chimney tops is where you'll find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow, way up high. And the dreams that you dare to, oh why can't I?
Desmond, thank you for injecting some levity with that kazoo. So, this week has been really tough for a lot of people. I know a lot of people who are suddenly no longer able to take their safety, their health, or their friendships for granted. We're entering a time where the help often portion of our motto is going to be more important than ever. I want us to take a moment together to think about what our community really means. Here in this place, we are safe. Here in this place, we are loved. Here in this place with each other, we are full of potential that can be turned into action. Close your eyes and take a minute to feel the warmth and safety of our community wrap around you. When you leave here today, try to bring this feeling with you and be ready to share it with anyone who needs it.
Thanks, everybody. It's time now for Life Happens. Life Happens is the portion of every assembly where we share the things that we want to celebrate together and the things that are a little more challenging that we need support for. We have a few this week. Let's see. So the first one is from Nicole, and she says, I finished my second half marathon yesterday. It wasn't, that alone, right? That's all you really have to say. It wasn't the race I wanted, but I started, I finished, and I had fun. That's awesome. Charlotte Nortman had her first violin recital yesterday afternoon. She did great despite feeling a little sick, and she sat quietly through all the rest of the recital. Well done. Amy starts her first full-time job in 5.5 years tomorrow. Congratulations. She's been a stay-at-home mom and is now going back to teaching. She's excellent. Jax turned lucky 13 on Halloween. Okay, this is from our other Amy. My mom collapsed at work in Florida and I needed to make a quick trip to see her. While I'm thankful that she's doing fine now and it was nothing serious, my incredible husband launched into action to facilitate this quick and unexpected trip. Oil change for my car wash, gas cards, road snacks. I needed this show of affection in such an unexpected way. I am so grateful to have him in my life. And this one's anonymous. Our second commitment phobe son has found an apartment with his girlfriend and we'll see him at Thanksgiving. Congratulations for that. And so I'm turning 35 this month, next Sunday, and we're having an event that we'll be talking about, going to the Open Farm Day. And that's what I really wanted to do for my birthday. And I thought, let's make this a Sunday Assembly event too, so everybody can come. So hope you'll join me. It'll be a good time. That's all. So let's celebrate.
I did have one addendum to the Life Happens. Sarah Rogers, who you guys probably know, has been going through a whole thyroid cancer thing. She finished her kind of radiation treatment. She's done being radioactive. It seems like everything is going well. She's on thyroid medication again and is kind of feeling sort of normal, but she had to go to a work conference this week, so she should be here for the solstice, so she misses everybody. I will pass along any words anyone has for her. So. Okay, what do we do? Service projects. All right. So we're looking for service projects. We're going to be scheduling another food bank volunteer day and another diaper bank volunteer day in the near future. So we'll let you know. Microphones are hard. At next month's assembly on December 11th, we'll be collecting donations of new toys for the Orange County Community Toy Chest. The Toy Chest is open to all low-income Orange County residents with children. Parents shop for gifts for their children at the Toy Chest just like shopping in a store. They're generally able to select 2 or 3 gifts per child, including a variety of toys, books, and clothing. The Toy Chest relies on the community for donations, so please bring new, unwrapped toys still in their packaging to next month's assembly, and we'll deliver them to the Toy Chest. We have a list of gift ideas from the Toy Chest that you can pick up from the welcome table on your way out today. So we have 3 community events and a planning meeting this month. You can RSVP for any of them on Meetup or by talking to Heather during snacks. So first, this Wednesday, we'll have a trivia team at Tomato Jake's Pizzeria in Durham. Join us to prove that Sunday Assembliers are the best at doing random stuff. Trivia starts at 8, but come early to decide on a team name, which is really the most important thing when you're playing. And get food and drinks and that kind of stuff. Next Sunday, the 20th, also Heather's birthday, we have a hike at Hollow Rock Park in Durham starting at 10 a.m. It's a 1.5 mile hike through natural surface trails and open meadow. It's dog and kid friendly. And we also have the option to detour into Duke Forest if we want to go longer. Finally, next Sunday afternoon, you can join other Sunday Assembly folks at the Prodigal Farm Open Farm Day starting at noon. This is the aforementioned birthday thing. It is free and family friendly. You can tour a 95-acre goat farm and milking parlor, play with the super sweet and friendly goat kids, meet the milkers, roast marshmallows, and sample goat cheese. There's so much to do at the farm that it might be hard to keep a group together, so it might just be a come and go as you please, keep an eye out for people kind of event. If none of these events interest you, please share your suggestions or better yet, volunteer to lead an activity. You can see Heather about that during snacks as well. We also have a meeting next Saturday morning from 10:30 to 11:30 at the Chapel Hill Public Library. This is the meeting where we'll be planning the next month's solstice celebration. We would love to hear your ideas and include you in our planning, so if you're interested, please attend. The solstice celebration will have no speaker, we'll have extra songs, reading and reflection, so it's really a good time to get more people from the community involved. We're also going to have the potluck, so that'll be great. We'd love it if you'd vote for songs you'd like to sing. There's an online voting thing. I actually forgot to put up the analog voting thing, but we will talk to you guys about that afterwards. So plan to bring a dish to share, and if you're interested, sign up to do a reading or a moment of science next month. We really need more voices involved in our assemblies, so in general, if you want to participate any month in 2017, see Heather during snacks to learn more or sign up. Sunday Assembly is run entirely on donations. We use your donations for our venue rental, insurance, website hosting fees, printing, and other costs. If you're able to help, we have several options for donation. We accept PayPal here or through the website, where you can also sign up to be a sustainer and contribute a fixed amount every month. All donations are tax deductible. Two other ways to contribute are to select Sunday Assembly Chapel Hill as your Amazon Smile designated charity. And you can learn more from our handout about that on the welcome table. We also have a shirt order window open with Teespring through November 21st. So you can order a Sunday Assembly Chapel Hill shirt, tote bag, or mug, and a small portion of the cost will go to Sunday Assembly as a donation. Our next assembly is right here, December 11th. It'll be a fun community celebration, and I hope to see you there. So, we've got some final words before our last song and snack time. This is a quote from Albert Schweitzer. At times, our own light goes out and is rekindled by a spark from another person. Each of us has cause to think with deep gratitude of those who have lighted the flame within us. So, with that thought in mind, we're going to get up here and do one more song, and then release you into the world.
This is the kazoo.
This is the appropriate time for kazoos, if ever such a thing exists.
I'm going to get a preference on the kazoo, but you're welcome to share.
Also, I apologize, I'm not able to do an authentic accent, so I'm just gonna... If you feel like you can, feel free.
British.
Yeah. It begins already. All right, here we go. Some things in life are bad, they can really make you mad. Other things just make you swear and curse. When you're chewing on life's gristle, don't grumble, give a whistle, and this'll help things turn out for the best. And always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the bright side of life. If life seems jolly rotten, there's something you've forgotten, and that's to laugh and smile and dance and sing. When you're feeling in the dumps, don't be silly chumps. Just purse your lips and whistle, that's the thing. And always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the bright side of life. For life is quite absurd, and death's the final word. You must always face the curtain with a bow. Forget about your sin, give the audience a grin. Enjoy it, it's your last chance anyhow. So always look on the bright side. Life is but a dream, but there's no need to scream. Life a laugh and just a joke, it's true. You'll see it's all a show. Keep on laughing as you go. Just remember that the last laugh is on you. And always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the bright side of life. DJ! Always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the bright side of life.
We come from nothing and we go to nothing. So what have we lost? Nothing!
Go now and be next.
Well, I guess that's what Southern City. One more in the Actually, the second to last rehearsal, Kevin couldn't remember the change, so he sang the original. You know,
yeah, I was actually surprised. I mean, they were good fun.
Is it fun?
Yeah, it's been 4 or 5 years. I think it's just like extra handles. Still better than now, but I
Billy Bob. I couldn't have a thing coming. That bitch is crazy. No.
and then we've been here for a couple of weeks, so I don't know what. I know where to get it. You're testing
Yeah.
Okay. other song they do? It's like
Marketing was pretty awesome.
freaking words in the chorus.
No, I hear you. That was part of our reason. We only had $2. You know, you need a certain amount of space.
No, it sounds great.
Oh, this guy's going ridiculous.
There's no way it's this song whatsoever.
Don't you know this one?
Yes. It's been on the radio 8,000 times.
Yeah, I know.
I'm an old
It's
fuck.
on posting. Not really.
I think Pink is new music. And she was putting out albums before you were born. I listened to a lot of music that was written where I was.
I went for
What is it called again?
Their band was called Mrs. Some Nights.
Okay.
Yeah, but they have obviously a whole bunch of other songs as well. But yeah, I was kind of surprised when the first, I mean, like that song has a bit of profanity in it. Not really, obviously, but it's like several of their songs. It's they have a very, clean cut, old school, whatever look. I mean, it's kind of like Rupert.
Yeah.
They're a Christian band. They're just a British Christian band. They're a bit more relaxed.
Yeah. Anglican.
Yeah,
What time is he for a change?
no, it's quite thematically
so I can show my dad how much Kevin looks like him right now. Without his beard, he's totally gone.
yeah, he's never heard of you recognize them from the voice. I think most of their songs are a little on the boring side.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, it's Mumford. I mean, you know Mumford. Yeah, it's a little lion band.
Okay. I like The Wolf. Great song, The Wolf. Mumford and Sons?
I mean, unless I could know the song, I just don't know it by their name.
More kind of
Another one like that. Because their first
Last couple years.
albums were kind of...
That's the only song that I know by her, but I really like that song.
What's it again?
Bob's Burgers. I'm pretty sure you'll laugh once you see how similar they look.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I never went. I think there's
Only Kevin without his beard.
That's kind of like eventually
It's easier to see it when sideways. It's kind of got the same head structure. They've all got the same head structures. I mean, look at this.
Oh, yeah. I don't know about that.
Fire all over.
Yeah, I my mom would be like, what should I say about that?
Give you that
No, I need to
I'm Dan. Name tag on a sweater. Yeah. We also have Desmond. He's got like a necklace name tag. He's a friendly So what made you guys decide to come? Talking about life in the world. Yeah, this is like a lot of new people that stand up here.
You don't have the super mustache.